Hello, my name is Lakeisha Bird, and I will be researching suicide among children and adolescents. What is suicide? Suicide is death caused by injuring oneself with intent to die. Suicide is ranked second over cancer, heart disease, AIDS, birth defects, stroke, pneumonia, emphysema, and chronic lung disease. So why is suicide the second leading cause of death among children and adolescents in the United States? Factors that lead to suicide are depression, mental illnesses, lack of treatment, opioid abuse, bullying, cyberbullying, just to name a few. Did you know that victims of bullying is 7.9% more likely to commit suicide than someone who is not bullied, which is another reason why suicide is the second leading cause of death among our teens today. Also, at least 81% of teens admit that it is easier to get away with cyberbullying than bullying online, which is why 20% of kids who are cyberbullied think about committing suicide, which is another reason why suicide is the second leading cause of death among our teens today. Research shows that about 90% of people who have died by suicide were suffering from a mental illness, and the main mental illness was depression. Mental illnesses, depression, alcohol, drugs, sadness, hopelessness, and anger are reasons why suicide is the second leading cause of death among our adolescents today. Is it preventable? Yes. Looking at warning signs such as teens acting out, getting into trouble, and talking about committing suicide can help prevent suicide and lower the rates of teen suicide. So, why is it important? Why is suicide important? Suicide is important because it is preventable and we need to save our youth. It is important because our children are killing themselves every day from factors that can be prevented. Suicide among children and adolescents is important because it is the second leading cause of death among our teens behind motor accidents, and it is affecting our population. What have I discovered? One thing that I discovered was that according to Psychology Benefits Society, one risk factor for teen suicide is the teen being aware of another teen's suicide. And I have to agree with this. And once I thought about it, I was like, wow. Being aware of another teen's suicide. I had a cousin who was 12 years old. He committed suicide. His older sister was there in the home and saw him. 3 years later, she committed suicide the same exact way that her little brother committed suicide. So suicide is real. Teens talking about suicide shouldn't be taken as one asking for attention, but should be seen as a cry for help and should not be overlooked.